Yo, we are back. I'm getting some of Dylan's family traditional vodka sauces with the fettuccine alfredos, but we are back. The No Pop Wrestling Podcast. It's been a minute. It's been quiet, but hey, wrestling is actually interesting again, man. It's to the point now where I'm looking like, okay, what are they really doing? We got a couple. We didn't talk about this before we started filming, but we got some new faces over there on SmackDown now. Finn Balor is officially on SmackDown. Rumor is CM Punk is going to come back and he's going to be over there on SmackDown. They didn't really show too many faces that's from SmackDown to Raw. I'm assuming that we're going to get a couple of those within the next couple of days. It's a lot to talk about. I know you guys haven't seen the Dudley Boys in a couple months. But we are back with giving you guys some content, and we're gonna talk about the King of the Ring tournament. And we got both the male side for the King of the Ring, and we got the women's side for the Queen of the Ring. And at the Monday Night Raw, we know we got Obafemi. Is it Obafemi versus Jay, right? Is that the finals? That's not the finals. Is that the semifinals?
Obafemi is going to be in the finals versus the winner of Jey Uso versus Javon Evans.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just get it right into it a little bit?
Let's just get right into it, bro.
First off, let me ask you how you think they booked this tournament from the jump. Because I got some thoughts on this, kind of how it's been played out.
Sorry, bro. Normally, you can kind of predict who you think is going to win. Like, we kind of got our predictions, but this is a little caveat with this one because we know we're going to get Brock versus Oba. And it seems like we're going to get Brock versus Oba, at SummerSlam. But if that's the case, Oba must lose. He can't win the King of the Ring. Now, last night on Raw, he mentioned like, oh, I thought this would be the week that Brock Lesnar returns. Like, I think Brock Lesnar is going to return at the PLE and cost him the chance. That's just my personal opinion. But then it goes on to say Jey Uso wins, right? So then you have Jey versus Cody Rhodes, because I'm going to just assume that Jey is going to beat Javon Evans, right? Mm-hmm. So we got Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. Let's talk about it. Are we? Well, that's the only thing that it could be, though, right?
But isn't this interesting, this whole little narrative that we're going with anyway? Because then when you flip over to SmackDown, what's going on with that, right? You got the whole Gunther dynamic, who, by the way, let's just talk about it. Guys, we've been out, so like I'm trying to think about so many things different at once. I got to get Break's opinions and thoughts on everything. Where is SmackDown? It's this Friday, correct?
Yeah.
Kansas City, Missouri. Wow. Whoa. Who lives in, or whose hometown is Missouri? St. Louis, Missouri, to be exact.
You think so, bro? I think we might not see Orton for some time now, bro. Like how they starting to put just pieces in order.
This is why, though. This is my thought process on this whole thing. Is because what does WWE love to do right now? And what did they just do at Clash? What did they just do? How did that finish go? Well, the only way to protect Gunther is to pretend that the ref didn't see the foot on the bottom rope, right? Under the bottom rope. How are they going to protect Gunther unless he defeats Cody Rhodes? How are we going to protect Gunther this Friday? The only way you protect Gunther, Randy Orton interferes, disqualification, Cody retains, sets something up.
Because go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
I think Cody beats Gunther clean, bro. See, we missing something. Well, not necessarily clean. You gotta remember, Sami Zayn is the referee for this match, right? Yes. And with that being said, they low key are cooking with this Sami versus Cody. Oh. They're cooking, bro. And that's why I think it's too soon right now for Randy Orton to come back. Because if you put Randy Orton back in this picture, you basically just spit on everything that y'all working with Sami Zayn versus Cody. Because they cooking with this right now, bro.
Correct. But then use that same logic. If we're just going to keep having Gunther lose, aren't we spitting at everything y'all just built up for a year?
I mean, yeah, but I'm see. My thing is, I'm not even interested in Gunther
As
no
long
more,
as we
bro.
both agree, but bingo.
But
As long as we
but
both agree we're done with it and we can give up and we can just forget that whole narrative that they were trying to do
see,
something with Gunther to
they
build
not
him up,
going
let's just forget about it.
they
And
not
I'm
gonna
okay
do
with
that
that.
though. They not gonna do that though. They not gonna do that. Like that's already been etched in stone. Like that's already and the truth be told, like they not even hyping it up like they were months ago. As far as he did it, like I dang near feel like they about to Drew McIntyre this guy in the sense that he's about to lose and potentially go to the side because again they're cooking so much right now with this Sami Zayn versus Cole. Like I would be pissed if they some way somehow don't get like to me. Truth be told, that needs to be like a SummerSlam match or something like how they're cooking it. But if we got Jay Uso.
That's the
Here's the
problem.
thing. That's the like. This is where I'm getting confused because you got so
Isn't it?
many pieces.
It's so poor timing that
It
they
is.
decided to do this King of the Ring while also working this angle on SmackDown because we know the winner of the King of the Ring is getting
It's getting
that
it.
title match at
Yep.
SummerSlam. They're not gonna have either Oba or Jay, right? This is gonna be the final. Whoever this winner is not going to face Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. That was already set up last night. You can pick up on the mic. What did Roman Reigns whisper to Jacob Fatu's ear? What did he say? He said, Seth Rollins, kill him. That's what he said on the microphone. It's all over the internet right now. We heard it. Roman, Seth, SummerSlam, Oba, Brock, SummerSlam,
Cody
Jey
and
Uso,
Jay just
Cody.
don't make sense. But here's the thing, bro. Here's where it can get just a smidge more entertaining, man. Just a smidge more. Like if if all of these see here's right quick. Here's what WWE messed up with the whole Gunther stuff. After Clash, that should have been it. It shouldn't have been no foot under the rope, none of this, none because then you can transition to a match between Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes and Night of Champions. That would have been good. Even if which then you can go over to SummerSlam and have your match because at the end of the day, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, they still in some bloodline. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like Cody is still bringing up the bloodlines, name and all of this. Some way, somehow, you still got bloodline oozing off of Cody, oozing off
Yeah.
of Sammy still. Like Sammy even mentioned it. He was like, bro, if anything, I should have been mad at you after WrestleMania because I should have beat Roman at Elimination Chamber in February. Like
Yeah.
that shouldn't have even happened. You know what I'm saying? So like by them still kind of cherry picking off of what happened with Roman and this, like it still feels like they are a part of it. So throwing Jay in this, it's gonna have some interactions between Jay and Cody, of course. Roman and Cody, like at the end of the day, it's the focal point is starting to go back to Bloodline, whether it's on SmackDown and whether it's on Raw. And with so many different pieces everywhere, bro, like I can't really pinpoint like where this is gonna be, but it smells like they're starting to get some war games is gonna be here in no time. Like I'm starting to feel like with all of this stuff going on, this could be the start of like what's gonna happen for war games. I feel like with all of these pieces.
Well, we know the end goal for WrestleMania 43. I think this is all but confirmed right now, especially they're really building back the bloodline. Like this is a full second iteration of the bloodline. It's going to be an entire run here up until WrestleMania. The one name he conveniently left out last night on his monologue about the old bloodline and how it's always been the bloodline.
No,
Well, he left out The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I am fully invested in this bloodline storyline, where it's going to go and how it's going to end up. But the path here, and just like when we just talk about the championships, it's so damn confusing right now, bro. It's just so. I almost want him to unify the belts, bro. I really do, and I hate to say that, but like other than the Sami Zayn angle right now, I am just so uninterested on what's going on with SmackDown right now. I don't know if that's how you feel lately as well, but like, there's no Randy. You just said there's no Drew. There's a lot of young pieces there that is good, but that's not like the Trick Williams is great, but like that's not main time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the upper echelon. What's going on with Gunther being on SmackDown is also bizarre that they did the flip real quick, to just get him in a feud with Cody real quick, and then just have him lose 2 title matches in a row. Let's just squash him. Okay, cool. Then who's going to be next after Jay? Because Jay's not beating Cody for that championship.
Thanks.
You're going to have Jay with one championship and Roman with the other? Maybe. I mean, if they want the Bloodline to have all the gold, maybe.
Nah, bro. Heck nah.
But they just wouldn't do that when it comes to Cody Rhodes. This is,
Facts.
like as a fan, I'm going to be honest with you. As a fan, I would love to freaking see that. Have the Bloodline get old school evolution, tag titles, intercontinental, U.S. title, world title, WWE title. Give it all, bro. Because that's the most important thing going on in wrestling when it comes to WWE anyway. It's always going to be the Bloodline. It always has been the Bloodline. That's what it's going to be. Why do we need Jey Uso versus Cody if you're not going to have Jey win? It makes no sense. I would have rather Oba win, go in against Brock as the King of the Ring, go over against Brock at SummerSlam. Maybe it means a little bit more. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just kind of confused.
Unless they have Oba do a 2-nighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless they have my mans do a double-nighter. Because truth be told, if he beats Brock night 1, cool, he retired Brock. But then he lose to Cody like he still, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of his cushion.
I don't think they should have made the stipulation that I don't think they should have made that stipulation that when you win King of the Ring, it has to be a title shot at SummerSlam.
I mean, that's how it used to be. So they kind of trying to go back to
it was always at SummerSlam, or it was just a guaranteed title match?
It was always at SummerSlam. It was always at SummerSlam. Kurt Angle won in 2000. He fought Triple H and The Rock in that triple threat match. 2001, well, it didn't happen in 2001. They had the whole invasion stuff. But when Brock won King of the Ring in 2002, he went against The Rock at SummerSlam 2002, and that's when he beat The Rock for it. Then after that, they killed the King of the Ring. But prior, now, when they had like Regal and Booker T as the King of the Rings and Sheamus, like that wasn't the rule. They didn't even give them title shots. They just won the King of the Ring. But like the last 2 years, they brought it back to old school where you won the King of the Ring. Then you went on to SummerSlam to go against the champ. So
I only looked it up real quick because I don't think this match happened at SummerSlam.
Which one?
Remember when Xavier Woods won the freaking King of the Ring?
Yeah, but that was part of like I said when like Sheamus won. When we talk about this all the time, bro. They make up their own rules anyway, so it don't matter. And they switch on the fly, bro. We oblivious to the changes. But I mean, we talked about the men's King of the Ring. We think that Jey Uso 9 out of 10. And truth be told, Oba wins just off of pure like domination in WWE. But again, we got the Brock Lesnar caveat. Of course, he's going to cost Oba the King of the Ring. So we can just, say Jey Uso is going to win. Now, as far as the women's side of, for Queen of the Ring, what is it looking like? Like, what you feeling that way, man? I know we still got Liv in there. Who else we got? Charlotte, Liv. Who we got on the Raw side as far as women's Queen of the Ring?
Is Liv still in it?
Yeah. Liv is Liv and Charlotte. I want to say going against each other on SmackDown
because Io just advanced. I thought to the finals.
So whoever wins between Charlotte and Liv is gonna go against Io.
Okay.
They low-key could have gave that to Raquel though, bro. Like,
so that's what I was just gonna say. I think personally that this has been booked worse than the men's. Why wouldn't you not have either Roxanne or Raquel win?
Mm-hmm.
That's a built-in storyline. Easy peasy, man. That was handed on a silver platter. Have the culmination of the Queen of the Ring tournament with Liv Morgan versus one of her Judgment Day counterparts. Like, now they're both eliminated. So is Liv Morgan just going to win the Queen of the Ring and then what? I think opponent?
It's either going to be, here's how they can do this, right? We really didn't have that Io versus Rhea one-on-one match. You remember when EO won the belt, they threw Bianca, Bianca was kind of in the mix. So the whole best friend, now we might actually have that EO versus Rhea Ripley. I can see that happening. Cool. Two friends, we finally get that single match. We're going to see who's better. Because at one point, EO always said Rhea Ripley couldn't beat her, right? Second off, you can always have the rematch between Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. They've been having that little heat. They've been having those little moments. 100%. I just can't. We never had we never had Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. You remember Rhea Ripley got injured. And we never had that Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley match. Out of those three,
but the problem is,
which one are you most excited to see?
I actually personally would like a Charlotte versus.
I think that's more of a. It's stacked right. Charlotte and Rhea to me is stacked right, bro. For some reason.
So you think it should be Charlotte Rhea? I was going to say Charlotte versus Liv.
But those are the two who they going against each other right now on SmackDown.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Liv loses. She's the champion.
That's Charlotte true. She can always still pick. Yeah, you're right. She can always still pick. But Charlotte versus Liv,
We've just seen Charlotte versus Rhea so many times, bro.
You know what, bro? I'm just not 100% sold on Liv anymore, bro.
What?
Like, yes, which may be so crazy now, bro. Like, I feel like when they had the whole crown jewel and all of that stuff with Liv, I was with it, bro. But like, her beating Rhea is not believable. You know what I'm saying? Her beating Charlotte is not believable. So like,
how do you figure?
It's just not, bro.
As far as what?
It's just as far, again, if we're going with stature, right? It's almost kind of like
throw that out of the window, bro. It's wrestling.
But that's how I
and
look
honestly,
at it.
Rhea's not as intimidating as she used to be. So you can't really say based off stature, right? I mean, my whole thing is just to throw in a Liv in this tournament is kind of just like to throw everybody off, I feel anyway. I mean, dude, how crazy would it be, though, if they just decided, like, champion first champion, winner gets both? Why not? That women's division right now is in shambles.
And that's because you want them to unify the men championship, too, though. So why not just unify both?
They don't defend anyway, bro. Let's keep it real here.
Facts.
They don't be defended anyway. So
I
does
told
it really
you that,
matter
though,
if somebody has both belts?
Bro, I told you that. I'm like, bro, they don't even be defending these belts no more, bro. Like, they just carry them around because they belts.
Yep.
So, okay, Jey Uso, let's see if we can agree. Jey Uso, we got him winning men's Royal Rumble. Women's,
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring. It's
been
a while, y'all.
Please don't have Jey win the Rumble again. Golly.
Jay probably eliminate himself next year, bro. He be all over the place. But we got Jey Uso winning King of the Ring. I'm gonna put my money on EO. I think EO gonna take this one, bro. I think we finally gonna get EO versus Rhea. We gonna get them at SummerSlam. I would like to see Charlotte versus Rhea again, but I'll take EO versus Rhea.
I will agree with you. Because I think it's just a better storyline. I think there's just so much history there. It's better than just throwing like a Charlotte back in with Rhea. You know, we've seen it so many times. Or a Charlotte with Liv where there is not that much history, but it would be a lot to build that storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like with EO and Rhea, it's already a built-in storyline. Yep. So that would make perfect sense. You know, it kind of just goes back to the state right now of WWE though, right? Like we're having these matches, right? But where is the actual storylines? Other than the Bloodline, forget about that. I mean, yeah, the Sami Zayn stuff is getting good now, but where is the actual storylines anymore, bro? It just feels like we're just having matches just to have matches. Am I off on this?
Nah, you're not, bro. Because like even with Trick, like Sami Zayn went from being an issue with Trick Williams to being an issue for Cody Rhodes, you know what I'm saying? So like, what are they starting to build? Like they have ingredients to cook some stuff, but they always putting the wrong ingredients in the wrong pots, bro. Like right now, we should be cooking up some mellow and trick stuff for SummerSlam. But like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we still got Lil Yachty here. Not saying that Lil Yachty doing a bad job, but like, it's more to just them coming out on the mic and talking and throwing money. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to see some wrestling going on too. Like, yeah, bro, yeah. It's definitely all over the place. Wrestling is definitely all over the place.
Still so much more to talk about. I'm sure we will probably have another episode for you guys later in the week as well. Maybe we'll also throw something on there potentially on a Saturday if we're available or whatever. Just to kind of recap what happens on Friday after, the conclusion of that championship match. But yeah, I mean, let us know down below in the comments what you guys thought about so far, how the King of the Ring tournament played out, how the Queen of the Ring tournament played out, and what's your official predictions on who is going to get those 2 title shots at SummerSlam. Anything else, man?
That's it, bro.
All right. Got your boy Dylan.
Got your boy Break.
And we're out. Peace.